Yo, what's up? Sean Mack here. I'm here to talk to you guys about my Ender and Holy Fit. So yeah, you know, we were into it about 3.5 years, and we finally said, you know what, let's do one last trip. And you know, I kind of had some stuff already that I was thinking maybe, you know, it could be. But this last trip we went on, it was from Austin to Southern California. When I was getting into Austin, I knew like this trip's only gonna be stuff that I'm gonna be scared of. When I film, I'm always putting that pressure on myself to try to do like the Ender setup style stuff. Last day in Austin, I fired a couple things out that I thought maybe could potentially be the Ender, but I knew that we were about to stop in, you know, AZ and Vegas and stuff. So I knew like, yeah, this could work, but we still got more time. We ended up hitting the outskirts of Vegas. Just like through these two buildings, I could see like just a little glimpse of the rail or whatever. When I first seen the rail, I was like, this is a beast setup. It was a rail, gap rail with like a 6-foot gap, and the rails were like 20+ staircases each. It was like perfect steepness, perfect gap. Everything was just so perfect about it. I just knew this is what I'm in Vegas for. Stu's like, oh, I'll give you $100 if you just lace it first try. I'm like, oh, you know, I was like, all right, like, let's just set up, just see what happens.
The $100 rail.
I knew if I laced the first rail right, everything was gonna work.
It's a little slow.
And each try, I just kept getting on the rail, kept getting on the rail, kept getting on the rail. Just wasn't getting on the rail like perfect to where I was just lined up to make that second one. Sometimes I would get on the rail and it'd be like perfect, and I would just like skip out of it just because I was just scared or whatever. But I had the whole crew just sitting in the grass, rooting for me to get this thing done. And I was sitting there for a few hours just driving myself crazy while everybody was like, you got it, you got it. I'm like, I don't got it. Yeah, I've ragdolled down the hill a couple times, messed up my shoulder, had to take some breaks. I had just Swafford, you know, giving me some medical attention out there on the field.
This is gonna end up on Rodeo Peanut.
What was it, midsummer, Vegas, just out there in the desert. The heat was just melting my brain. I was just going insane. Within like 30 tries or something, I finally had made it to the second rail. As soon as I got to that rail, I skipped off because my balance was off or whatever. I was just so juiced by that time. I'm just like running back up. Everything was against me at this point because it was just, you know, like you take so long to try something, just try something, try something. You're drained by that point. You're like, why couldn't I just do it when I had all my energy? You know, I'm getting it when I'm completely drained. Get on the rail, sliding it perfect, made the gap, slid off the end of the second rail, and I'm just like, that just happened. Like, it's done. I just couldn't even believe that it happened, and I was just like, so brain dead and fried from the heat. Yeah, I like put my bike down and I was just like so out of it and loopy. Like I tripped over my bike and everybody was just running down the hill, psyched. After I landed it, I was like, wow, my part's done. The feeling to just have all the pressure off my shoulders after I like got involved in trying something like that, riding away from it, was just like, done. Yeah, the rest of the trip, I was just heckling everybody, huh?
My last clip in the 2x4 video was a kinked rail manual. I had done a lot of different rail manuals in my life, and I had always wanted to do a kinked rail. The rail was close to Wiz's house, one of his local spots near Bensalem, Pennsylvania.